trigonometry, given the sine theta is equals to 1 over root 5, where theta is an acute angle, find without using mathematical tables a cosine of theta in the form a root b, where a and b are rational numbers. And then the second question is tan of 90 minus theta. So let's go straight to the solution and see how you're supposed to solve these. So we shall begin by constructing a right angle triangle, which will be important in solving this question. So that is a right angle triangle, where we're going to indicate the right angle there, and then the remaining angles you can choose where to insert theta. It can be in any of those angles, so I choose it to be there. So that is angle theta. Now if that is angle theta, and you're given that sine of theta is equals to 1 divided by root of 5, you know that to obtain theta, we get the ratio of opposite divided by hypotenuse. So in this case, 1 represents the opposite side of that angle theta, then root of 5 represents the hypotenuse. So we can just indicate, so opposite is 1 and hypotenuse is root of 5. So having that, you can see we have one side that is unknown. In that right angle triangle, the three sides is one side that is unknown. So we calculate that missing side. And to do that, we shall apply the Pythagoras theorem, that is AB. So that is the distance AB. And to get that, we use Pythagoras theorem. So AB is given by the square root of root 5 squared, subtract 1 squared. Then you get the square root, and this will give so root of 5 squared will give 5, then subtract 1 squared will be 1, so you get the root of 4, and that is 2. So the missing side is therefore 2, so that will be 2. Now with that 2, we can now be able to get cosine of theta. I know how we get cosine. Cosine is given by cosine of that angle theta will be given by adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. Now in this case, when you look at where the angle is, angle theta, the adjacent side to that angle is 2. So adjacent is 2, the side that we have just calculated, and then the hypotenuse is 5. So that is what you get, 2 divided by root of 5. Now, having obtained that, we need now to indicate the answer in the required format. You're required to give the answer in the form a root b. So to do that, we just need to rationalize the denominator by multiplying both the numerator and the denominator by root of 5. And that gives 2 root 5 divided by root 5 multiplied by root 5, you get 5. So we rationalize the denominator in order to get the answer in the form a root b. So you can leave the answer like that, or you can simply write it as 2 divided by 5 root of 5, where in this case 2 over 5 represents a, and then 5 represents b. This under the root side. So that is now in that form, a root b. You can see that. Now, having done that, now let's go to the second part of the question, which is tan of 90 minus theta. So to do that, let me just draw another right angle triangle, but the same triangle I'm duplicating. So the same triangle. Now that was root 5. the hypotenuse is, then the adjacent side was 2, and then the height is 1. And then angle theta was there where you have B, so that is where you have angle theta. And then now the remaining angle is the one that is 90 minus theta. So to get that angle, that is the angle 90 minus theta, because you have the two angles. So to get the remaining angle, if you have the one angle is 90, the other one is theta, so tan of theta is that angle. Now, how do you get tangent of that angle? To get the tangent of that angle, our tangent is given by opposite of adjacent. So in this case, the opposite, when you look at where tan of that angle is 90 minus theta, the opposite side is 2, and then the adjacent side is 1. So therefore, tan of 90 minus theta is 2. And that is how you're supposed to solve that question.